Scott, the last 2 Saturdays, we've scored 21 goals. That's one every 8.5 minutes. However, sandwiched in between was a 1-0 against Carmarthen. It's a funny old game sometimes, but it's a reminder that as well as looking at those Saturday results, it's also about the Tuesday one as well. Feet on the ground.
Yeah, it's not often you win by 12 goals, and it was pleasing. A few negative comments from outside of the football club, but you can only play what's in front of you. You can only earn 3 points from any game, but it's the manner of the performance, and it's sort of the momentum building up to these games, and I think we've been doing very well over the last 4 to 6 weeks.
And our opponent on Friday, Barry Town United, it hasn't been that long ago, they were racing away at the top of the table. However, they've lost 4 out of 5, and now the New Saints is 5 points ahead of Barry. Another reminder that football is very fast moving and you have to keep in there.
Yeah, it changes within a week. If you play 2 or 3 games in a week, you can either pick up points and take a bit of a lead, or you can drop off. And obviously, Barry have not been on a great run themselves. It was as soon as they've got the 1-0 victory here, it was talk about Barry Town winning the league and stuff like that. And I remember Gav's reaction to them saying, "Can you win the league?" And obviously he wasn't taking anything for granted or getting carried away. And that's what happens. Within a month, everything can change. We were third for a while, lost 2 games in a row, and everyone's saying, again, what's happening at TNS. But at the moment, we're in a nice position to be top of the league. We haven't been for any long period of this season, so it's very nice to be there. And obviously, we've all played 16 games now, so we're all on an even keel. And from my point of view, and what I'll be telling the players is, can you stay there? Can you, go on a run which puts everyone else looking around them and saying, okay, can we overtake TNS now, rather than being in front of TNS and us looking up at them.
We've already made reference to the goals in recent games, but at the other end, clean sheets. We went 12 games from August the 23rd through October the 19th without keeping a clean sheet at all. But now we're in a position, 4 on the bounce, and in fact in our last 6 games we've had 5 clean sheets, conceded just 1 goal. That's 1 goal in 540 minutes of play. Those are extremes. How would you as a manager explain the turnaround in the situation a couple of months or so back to where we are now?
I think historically, if you look at TNS's results after European competition, with those stuttered a little bit. That's from when I was a player through to, Ken McKenna, Andy Cale, Carl Darlington, and then Craig Harrison. We've always stuttered in the first, say, 10 games. There's not many times where we've actually gone on and won every game or kept clean sheets. So I think it's a time in the season where we really have a belief in our play. Players are on the up again, looking at the spike. And sometimes after European competition, after pre-season, it just takes a little bit of time to get going. And I feel like the last few seasons where I've certainly been in charge, it's one where we find our feet in November, December. We've really come into our own. So maybe it's that. Maybe it's just the players need to get back to full fitness, sharpness, whatever. But certainly the clean sheets are one where we're looking at now, and we've certainly been better in our performances defensively, which has allowed us to go on and be better offensively, because the goals we've scored have been excellent, and that's shared through the whole team.
Although there were a number of changes in the starting lineup against Mold Alexandra, nevertheless, testimony to the strong squad that you have, it was still a very strong team out there. Some good performances, goals of course. How do you now as a manager balance, if you like, rewarding those players who scored goals, who played well, with perhaps wanting to choose a different side to face Barrytown United on Friday?
It's all about consistency and what I know and what I think the player's going to do. You know, I always pick the team that I think is going to win on that night, whether it be Barry, whether it be Mould, whether it be anybody. If we've got injuries, sometimes that takes that takes the selection away from me. It just, you know, you've got those players to select, but I think when you've got a fully fit squad, you always go back to what the players give you, what they potentially can give you. You know, you look at Curtis, got the winner against Carmarthen, scored 4 on Saturday, so he's in a position in my thinking where, you know, whether he starts, whether he comes off the bench, I know that he's in a rich vein form, and that if we need a goal Friday, he's certainly one that could come and do it for us. Jamie Mullen's been ill and been injured, you know, and he's now obviously vying for a place with Sis. Sis has done excellent for us, so you know, it's not just one where he will just automatically come into the team. It'll be whether I think that, you know, he's in the fit condition to start on Friday night. Likewise, there's other players. We've got 3 right backs at the moment, all fit. We've got Ryan Harrington, we've got Simon Spender, we've got Kane Lewis. You know, both of those players did very well the other day. You know, Kane scored. Spence played as if he hadn't been out for any number of weeks or whatever. So these are the headaches you've got with 22 good squad members. You know, we've got good players, and you have to be fair to them when you're picking the team. And
finally, Scott, we have 3 days to go before the Barrytown United game. I often ask you, have you finalised your starting 11, or are there still places up for grabs in your mind?
Yeah, no, I haven't. Been speaking to the staff about the team for Friday, and there's a few, I'd say at least 2 positions that we're looking at ready for Friday, but come Thursday I'll know, and more than likely the players will know too.